That's pretty good. Alright guys, well I think today's video is going to be a nice little change of pace from all the recent goat content. Instead I'm going to be focusing on one of my other four-legged animals, which is my dog Olive. She's sitting right over there, and you can usually see her in most all of my videos, either chasing a rabbit or wandering around doing whatever she does. So anyway, I'm going to be making a dog food storage and feeder device, kind of in the same design as the old candy dispensers you might have seen growing up, where there's a block of wood and it slides into a box, and there's a little recessed portion that picks up a piece of candy or an M&M or something like that. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing, so hopefully it'll inspire you in case you want to build something similar for one of your animals. And before I get started, I want to say thank you to the Home Depot Prospective and Ryobi Power Tools. As you know, they sponsor some of these little projects, and I am very appreciative of it. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, well at this point this feeder is pretty much ready to go, but I did want to show you one little thing I added last night, and that is a little dog treat tray at the top of the inside chamber. I just made it with some scrap aluminum, and the little lid is on here for the purpose of keeping dog food out of the treat area when I'm pouring a bag of dog food in. And one other thing I wanted to show you that I don't think I showed early on is at the bottom of the storage chamber. You'll notice there's a little angled piece of wood, and that is to help channel the dog food towards the hole that eventually fills up the dog bowl. And the last thing I plan to do is to add some sort of measuring device with this scrap piece of aluminum channel, a indicator weight and a counterweight, and some nylon string, and it'll probably mount on the side, so as the level of the dog food goes down, the indicator will show the level at which the dog food is at. It'll kind of be reversed, but hopefully it'll be helpful just to have an eyesight picture of where the dog food is. And here's how this is going to work. This counterweight, I just threaded a nut and some washers to give it some extra weight. And this will just sit on top of the food. And as the food goes down, my little indicator will show that it's empty or full. And as I mentioned before, this is going to be kind of reversed. So if it's up here, that means it's empty. If it's down there, it means it's full. Well, now it's time for a little bit of testing, and believe it or not, I did not even have to tell her to come in here. She just knew something was up. So I filled it up about halfway with dog food, and I've got some little treats in there. Let's see if her ears perk up. Oh, yep, okay. So now we're going to test out how this bowl fills up. Alright, time for the first test. That's pretty good. Well, let's try one more. Alright, good girl. Wait. Okay. Now we'll test out the treats. Ollie, come. Is that good? Hey. Good girl. Alright guys, well I think that is pretty much going to do it for this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting, or at the very least perhaps it gave you an idea for a project you might be thinking about for yourself, whether that's an idea of something to do, or maybe you saw me do something and you thought, I don't want to do it that way. Either way, hopefully it was helpful. As for the next videos, one of the next two videos is going to be back to the goat project for installing the barn door on the hay shed. And then I'm going to be doing some leather working, and then I know I keep saying this, I'm going to get back to the DIY travel trailer, of just trying to tie up some loose ends before I get back to that. And I think that's pretty much it. So as always, give it a thumbs up if you like this, hit the subscribe button for more similar content, and remember you can watch my videos on Rumble and Odyssey if you prefer to watch on different platforms. And I guess we will see you next time.